What's going on, guys? Today we're talking about 4 things that sucks about being a bigger or overweight runner. Alright guys, so if you guys don't know, I am 5'11", 250 pounds, almost into the 240s, but I'm still about a pound or two away. Just depends on if I don't eat this weekend or whatever. But today something happened to me at the gym, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first off, let's talk about some things that suck about being a bigger or overweight runner. Well, number one is going to be being very self-conscious out on the run. I know before when I started running, I was very self-conscious about going out there and being seen running. Like I'd only run around my own neighborhood, and even then I would probably run at night or just stay away from a lot of events because I didn't want to go out there because I knew that I wasn't the fastest runner. And you know, that's all in my head. There's a lot of people out there, and if you guys actually go out to the running community or join a running group or join a race, you'll see that people are very welcoming to everybody. They don't really even care about how you look, what your pace is. If you are the last finisher, which I have been during a race, you know, they clap more for you. So you gotta realize that you are a runner. Be proud of that. No matter what your pace is, no matter how slow you are, no matter how fast you are a runner. So don't be ashamed of calling yourself a runner. No matter your pace, you are a runner. And just know that a lot of thoughts that you're thinking, that people are thinking about you, you're just projecting those feelings onto them because that's what you think about yourself. So think very positive about yourself and you'll be happier. So the next thing about being a bigger runner, what sucks is chafing. So I know I've talked about this before, but you know, as bigger runners, our thighs are huge. Our arms are probably a little bit bigger too. So lots of things are rubbing. And one of the tips that I gotta tell y'all, especially for bigger runners out there, is that if you have anything like your underwear or your shorts with compression shorts, if they have holes in them, throw those things away because any type of friction in between your legs is going to cause chafing. So if you have a little hole in between your compression shorts where your thighs are rubbing, that little hole is going to cause a lot of friction compared to if there's no hole there. So make sure to just throw away those shorts. Those shorts aren't going to do you any good. It's going to cause you more pain in the long run. I know they may be your favorite shorts, but you've used them way too long. So definitely stay away from that kind of stuff. Nowadays, I usually just wear the ones with the brief liner, like the little underwear liner that doesn't even have anything between my legs. I just usually just either don't use anything, or if I do start eventually feeling something, I will have some anti-chafing stuff on me that I can just rub in there in between my legs or underneath my arms. Those are the places that usually chafe. So chafing does suck for bigger runners, but you can alleviate it or stop it by using anti-chafing gear. I don't care what it is, Vaseline or any of the other stuff out there, use it. It's gonna be your friend out on the run, especially if you're a bigger runner. So the third thing about being a bigger runner, and you know, it is harder to run as a bigger runner. When I was at 220, 230, you know, it was not that hard. Like whenever I was at that weight, I felt like that I could run and things didn't feel that hard on me. But now that I'm 250 pounds, especially when I was at 260, I felt my weight and it was harder for me to run. And that's when you have to worry about cutoffs. So a lot of bigger runners, you have to worry about cutoffs. And cutoffs, you know, it's not anything against you. As a race director myself, I know that sometimes you have time limits on your race because if you keep your cups for another hour, that's gonna be another couple of $1,000 on you. So it does get expensive every hour that the course is open. And also sometimes the city doesn't want you to close the roads that long. So you do have to be wary of time cutoffs, but make sure to look at them. And if you are able to go underneath that time limit, sign up for that race. But if you aren't, maybe don't sign up for that race. You just have to be worried about time cutoffs. Usually on marathons, that's where you have to worry about them. Usually a 5K or 10K, you'll be fine. But the marathon, I know that when I ran the Houston Marathon, I finished like at 6:04, 6:05, and my time was not official. So I actually DNF'd that race, but I still finished. It just wasn't an official time. So you can go out there and do a race, but you might be pushed out to the side. But yeah, be wary of cutoffs because that is a real thing. And especially as a bigger runner, if you aren't going to be able to hit those cutoff times, maybe choose another race and use that as motivation to get a little faster and lose weight so you can sign up for that race in the future. And then finally, the last thing that sucks as being a bigger runner happened to me today at the gym. So right now I am working out a lot and I like to go to the treadmill at the end of my workout to get my steps in. And sometimes I jog, sometimes I run, and sometimes I break the machine. I know as a bigger runner myself, I've broken some treadmills. I know whenever we had some, when I was growing up, I would get on the treadmill that we had at the house and you start running on it and you feel the slip. And that slip is pretty dangerous, especially if you're going faster because it's almost like you're tripping on the treadmill and then the treadmill's broken. So I've broken a few treadmills in my time. And today at the gym, usually those treadmills are pretty good. Like they're pretty industrial and they can hold a lot of weight. But today I got on it and I was running, not even a fast pace, maybe like a 12-minute, 13-minute pace, just running on it. And I felt that slip, like the mat part slipped on me because it just wasn't holding my weights. And man, that's like, I can't run on the treadmill anymore. I have to walk, especially for that treadmill. So for sure, be wary of treadmill weight limits. I know the one that I reviewed the other day, it was a Life Pro one, a little bit on the more affordable side. And that treadmill was rated for 220 pounds. And, I'm 240 plus for the last couple of years. And it's working on me, but I don't like to go on it or run on it because I know that eventually it will break. So be worried about treadmill weight limits, especially if you are looking to buy one, make sure it is industrial. Even sometimes when they are industrial or more heavy duty ones, like the ones that are at the gym, they can break a knee because they're just not made for runners like us. But don't let that stop you from running on the treadmill. A lot of treadmills usually can hold it. I've ran a bunch of treadmills at the gyms, but it just so happens that this treadmill at this time, maybe it was an older one, because it is an older one, it ended up slipping on me and I think the belt is kind of off now. So yeah, you can break treadmills. It's just gonna be motivation again to lose weight, especially for me. I want to get on treadmills. I do like treadmills. Treadmills, I have a love and hate relationship, especially when they break on me, but treadmills are a great tool for runners. And if you can't go on a treadmill, go outside, go for a walk. There's always a great trail out there. And again, don't care what anybody thinks. So yeah, those are 4 things that suck whenever you are a bigger runner, going out there and running. Some of these things happen, but don't let that stop you. Keep going out, keep trudging along. We are all out there being runners, doing just fine. So yeah, those are just some things that we have to deal with. Let me know in the comments down below if you're a bigger runner or any runner really, what things specifically you have to deal with as a bigger runner. What happens to you when you're out there doing your thing. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was a little fun, entertaining thing, especially with what happened to me today at the gym when the treadmill broke on me. I thought it was interesting. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, leave me a comment down below and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.